The text that blew up my life wasn't even meant for me. It popped up on the family tablet on a Sunday morning between a weather alert and a coupon. It was from my wife. It was addressed to my best friend, and it ended with, "He still doesn't suspect anything." Over the next month, I learned what they had planned for me and for my company. It was clever. It was patient. It was almost perfect. But my name is Tom, and this is the story of the one person they forgot. A 71-year-old woman with cat eye glasses and 30 years of receipts. 26 years ago, I started a landscaping company with one rusted pickup truck and my father's life insurance money. He died the spring before. I'd like to think he bought the first mower. Gary was my best friend since high school. When the work got too big for one man, he bought in with his savings. 30%, sealed with a handshake in my mother's kitchen. For 20 years, that handshake held. Miriam was our first real hire. She came for a temporary bookkeeping job in 1999 and never left. She balanced our books to the penny for 30 years. Not once did an auditor find so much as a rounding error. I met Diane at a trade show in year 4. She was funny, sharp, and she made a room feel smaller in the best way. We married fast. For a long time, I thought we were happy. Maybe for a long time, we were. The company grew to 40 trucks in 3 counties. Gary ran the money, I ran the crews. Miriam kept us honest. On paper, I had everything. You never notice which ear the paper starts to curl. The signs came quietly. Diane's new gym schedule, Gary's new cologne, the way they stopped talking when I walked into the break room, and the way my wife started asking, casually, over dinner, how much the company was worth. Then Gary started pushing Miriam toward the door. New software, he said, cloud accounting, real-time dashboards, she's earned her rest. He told me, smiling, Miriam never asked for rest. Gary needed her gone because Miriam was the only one who read every line. The money left quietly too. A new equipment vendor nobody had met. Maintenance contracts for machines we didn't own. Invoices that were always just small enough not to need my signature. $340,000 over 19 months. And then, on a Tuesday, Diane filed for divorce. Her lawyer's letter asked for the house, half the accounts, and half of my share of the company. The plan wasn't just to leave me. It was to own me on the way out. By the time I checked, the joint accounts were nearly empty. 26 years of savings moved in patient little pieces to places with names like consulting and wellness. I sat in my truck in the yard that night and couldn't turn the key. 3 days later, someone knocked on my door at 7 in the evening. Miriam stood on my porch in her Sunday coat, holding 2 old shoeboxes. She said, "I was going to wait until you asked. I'm done waiting. May I come in?" Inside those shoeboxes were 30 years of habit. Every month, Miriam printed her own copy of the real ledger and filed it away. When Gary moved the company to his new cloud software, the official numbers changed. Hers didn't. She laid the pages side by side. The vendor that didn't exist registered to a post office box. The box rented in the name of a company. The company owned by Gary. She traced it all in her spare time. For fun, she said, "I don't knit." Then she looked at me over those glasses and said, "And Thomas, one more thing. You started this company 2 years before you married. With your father's insurance, I filed those papers myself. What's built before the vows isn't hers to split." That night, For the first time in a month, I slept. Not because I knew I'd win, because I finally knew the truth had a witness, and my witness had receipts, filed by date in shoeboxes from 1994. My lawyer brought in a forensic accountant. The accountant met Miriam, went through one shoebox, and asked if she wanted a job. Within 2 weeks, we had every dollar mapped, where it left, where it landed, and whose name was on the landing. And our old Handshake partnership had one piece of paper behind it after all. The agreement Miriam made us sign in 1999 because she didn't trust handshakes. Paragraph 12. A partner who defrauds the company forfeits his shares at book value from 20 years ago. We met Gary in the same conference room where he'd pitched the cloud software. I slid one page across the table, just the post office box and the LLC and his name. I said, "Paragraph 12, Gary, you signed it too." He didn't say a word, he just got smaller. His lawyer did the math. A fraud trial, or a quiet surrender. Shares forfeited under paragraph 12, the stolen money repaid with the sale of his lake house, and a resignation letter. Effective immediately. He signed everything in 11 minutes. Miriam timed it. Then came Diane's turn. Her lawyer had demanded half of everything. The court agreed, half of the marital estate, but the company predated the marriage. The house had 2 mortgages I'd been paying alone, and the joint accounts she'd emptied, the ones with her transfers all over them, counted against her share. Diane got half of what was left, which was mostly furniture and a timeshare in Florida. Gary got Diane and the repayment schedule. Last I heard, they argue about money. I find I have no follow-up question. People expect me to hate them. I don't have the time. Betrayal, it turns out, is a full confession. It just files itself under the wrong name until someone with good filing habits comes along. Miriam became our chief financial officer at 71. She asked for 2 things: a real office with a window and a promise that nobody would ever again call her ledgers old-fashioned. She got both. The window faces the mountains. The company is fine, better than fine. Turns out we grow faster when nobody's drilling holes in the hole. The crew's got bonuses that Christmas. The card on Miriam's desk that year was signed by every single employee. She counted. Here's what I learned. Love can lie to your face for 19 months. Friendship can smile while it signs fake invoices. But a woman who balances to the penny, who prints the truth every month and files it by date, that kind of loyalty doesn't make speeches. It keeps receipts. Every first Friday of the month, Miriam comes to dinner. She brings cookies and 1 printed page. The month's numbers balanced to the penny. Force of habit, she says. I frame none of them and keep all of them. Some habits are how people say, "I've got you." If this story stayed with you, tell me in the comments, who is the Miriam in your life? Every week, I share one true-to-life story about family, betrayal, and the quiet ways justice finds its way home. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.